During the February 2025 flood, over 20 Pike Central High School students were at Moorhead for their honor band clinic and were unsure of how things were looking back home. While dealing with the pressure of performing, they were also faced with uncertainty as they received calls and texts from family and friends who were experiencing the tragedy firsthand. Director of Bands Jason Johnson tells us more.
We got to go to Moorhead State University with 23 students to perform with some of the best musicians in the tri-states. That was an audition process that was sent in to the professors of Moorhead State, and our musicians were selected. Many of them were selected for the top band. The interesting thing about the event is during the entire event, we understood that there was a storm approaching. Parents were calling and some concern. And so on the night of the storm, we were finishing the concert for the Moorhead State Band Clinic. And there, the conductors were able to put on a beautiful concert, and the students got to perform right before the tragedy hit this area. Many of them had messaged me and called during all of the different events that were taking place, informing me of what they were going through, either a power outage or was water around their house, or were they helping a family member. And so we were able to keep connection during that time.
At Audiology Associates of Prestonsburg, you can live your life the way you want and find the freedom of better hearing. With 40 years of being in the hearing care industry, you'll experience patient care that is specific to you with exceptional follow-up care that ensures your hearing and balance needs are being met. Audiology Associates at 1428 North Lake Drive in Prestonsburg.
As the waters were rising, so were concerns about student safety and travel. After the concert was over, students were able to return home to see their families and help clean up.
So it was really fun to perform in the Moorhead Band Clinic, but I didn't realize just like the scale of the flooding. I didn't realize how bad the roads were getting. My family was texting me and wanting to come get me early, and I was like just filled with uncertainty of what we were going to do. I didn't know if I was going to be able to stay and perform the music that we practiced for hours, for days, or if I would just have to go home. I was getting phone calls and trying to figure out what the plan was going to be, if I was going to be able to go home that night or if I wasn't. And it was a scary feeling to know, just not know what's going to happen next once I was done with performing.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Nick Collum.